This is video 61 of 101. This video is about burning fat. In this video, I'm going to talk about why our bodies store fat and as well how to burn excess fat. There are a lot of methods out there for people telling you how to burn fat, and a lot of them have to do with starvation techniques. By not putting carbohydrates in your body will then just burn on fat, and so they're kind of telling you to starve so your body will just burn in fat. This may work, but it's not healthy in any way possible. Here we're much more concerned about the process rather than the results. We shouldn't have to trick our bodies into doing these things. We just need to work along with what our body does, and that's going to be the most sustainable result. Going back to our hunter-gatherer ancestors like thousands of years ago, when fat and sugar were not readily available in nature, and as well food was a scarcity, and so that any kind of food that we would eat, our bodies would hold on to it because we didn't know when our next meal was coming. And if we had fat or sugar found in nature, our bodies would certainly hold on to it because that was super rare, and having those nutrients in us was really great and we would crave it a lot. So that's why we crave fat and sugar, because it wasn't readily available in nature, and our bodies are like, yeah, we want that, it's gonna help us stay more full and give us more energy. But now that we're living in a world where fat and sugar is everywhere, in majority of developed countries we don't worry about where our next meal is coming from, we just worry about what food we're actually gonna eat. It's crazy that now we worry more about what we're gonna eat rather than if we can eat. Even though our environment has changed, our bodies have not changed. So when we eat this fat and sugar, our bodies are still storing it in the exact same way. And since it's everywhere, we're starting to see people storing lots of fats and sugars. I just want to say one thing, being fat or skinny has nothing to do with your health. It's your health, it's your body. That's what makes you healthier, not whether you're fat or you're skinny. People that are skinny can be unhealthy and people that are overweight can be healthy. Just please don't look to magazines or those snarky comments from people who are saying that you need to lose weight. Whatever weight you are comfortable at, as long as you are healthy, that's all that matters. This video is not me trying to say that you need to lose weight to be healthy. This is just a video to inform people of how to burn fat, because I know a lot of people want to burn fat. Fat is a secondary fuel source right after carbohydrates. Once carbohydrates have been used up, our body then uses fat as a fuel source, and this is how we burn fat. There are a lot of methods that say to just completely cut out carbs so your body's just running on fat, but this is a method to try and trick our bodies. It's not going to work out the way we want it to. If we want this to truly work, we cannot cut out any kind of macronutrients. Carbohydrates, proteins, and fats are all vital no matter what your goal is. So what I like to do in the morning is just to eat a little bit of fruit, just a little bit of those quick carbohydrates so that my body is ready to get going and start to move. Once I burn off those carbohydrates, I continue to exercise, and that's when my body starts to burn off fat. The pace in which you're burning off this energy shouldn't be extremely strenuous and pushing yourself every single second for an hour. It should be a sustainable pace in which you are definitely working hard, but it's something you can maintain for 45 minutes to an hour. And the thing is that you don't have to go to the gym. I personally hate going to the gym. I hate working out with other people. I would rather just do it in my house. But in terms of cardio, I would much rather go on a really nice walk with my friends, go and explore a neighborhood, go on an awesome bike ride, go on a kayaking adventure, even any kind of activities, any kind of physical activities like that. That is amazing for fat burning. Another awesome way to burn fat, if you have a little bit more of a stronger heart, people with weaker hearts definitely would not recommend doing this because it is very, very strenuous. But if you're short on time, you already have pretty good stamina, an awesome thing is called high intensity interval training. This is when you are doing very short workouts but very high intensity. Max effort, high intensity, that is how you're going to get your body to really start to see results much faster. In 4 minutes, you would be 20 seconds high intensity, 10 seconds rest, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds rest for 4 minutes. The kind of activity you're doing varies depending on what you like to do. I personally like to do interval training with strength training, like weights, so I'll just be like holding weights and doing squats or jumping jacks or burpees or something like that. High intensity interval training, you are going to hate it because you are going max effort and you're like, oh, 4 minutes, like there's no way I can get exhausted in 4 minutes. You will get exhausted in 20 seconds. It is so intense and you're absolutely going to hate it, but then it's been 4 minutes and you're done. I wouldn't say to just do one type of exercise. Personally, I like to mix it up. I like to go out for walks and runs and bike rides as my cardio to keep my body like moving, but then also I come home and I'll just do some interval training like in the morning or something like that. It's totally dependent on what you like, what works with your schedule. But the number one thing before we do any exercise is to make sure we're not putting into our bodies the thing that we're trying to get rid of. If we are continuing to eat these highly bad fatty foods and also these highly processed sugary foods as well, it is not going to help our bodies and it's just going to be replacing everything we have just done. So get rid of the idea that you can go to the gym for an hour and work out and then have a burger. that doesn't make sense because you're just literally replacing everything you just worked for. You're not going to get anywhere. And as well, that's going to hurt your body even more because your body is so ready for all this energy and then you just give it crap. Like, it's like, what? I don't want that. So final takeaway from here is obviously to be hydrated as much as possible, eating good foods, eating plant foods. That is the best thing you can do. Losing weight, getting healthy, 70% of it is about your diet and only 30% of it is about exercise. So exercise is definitely important if you want to change something, but your diet is the #1 thing. And I know people hate hearing that, oh, that it's their diet. Just eat plants, okay? But when we think about eating plants, just don't think about picking up a piece of lettuce and eating it. You can do things to these plants. You can add spices and flavors and mix them up and make different combinations. Trust me, it's not boring. Plants are beautiful, colorful, magical, nutrient dense, and are going to make you feel awesome. #1 thing is your diet if you want to lose weight. But once you've figured out the diet that works for you, exercising is a great way to get your body in its best physical shape. There are lots of links down below for different kinds of workouts and activities that can help you burn fat. I wish you guys all the best on your journey, and just know that skinny or fat doesn't matter. As long as you're healthy and you feel great, that is the most attractive thing.